Well, my hair didn't really turn out great for this, did it? What's up guys, welcome back to my channel, and this is the brand new ASUS ZenBook Pro Duo. And as we all know, it has two displays. So when you open this machine up, you're greeted with that 15-inch glossy OLED HDR touchscreen display. And below that you have what ASUS is calling the ScreenPad Plus, which is an 11-inch 4K secondary panel. So you can use it, it's basically a secondary monitor underneath the main display. But what makes it different compared to previous models is number one, when you open the lid, the secondary screen lifts up to you, so no longer do you have to bow down just to see what is going on there. And number two, both of them come in a glossy finish compared to last year where the secondary panel came with a matte finish. Since the announcement of its predecessor, many creators have figured out to fully utilize that secondary display. And ASUS has come up with some solutions of its own, with them introducing dedicated controls for all Adobe Creative apps that you can customize fully to your own liking from within the control panel. You can create a custom grouping of apps for a particular workload that opens all at once. So for example, you can have your main screen that, has Visual Studio Code, and then on the bottom left you can have Stack Overflow, and on the bottom right you can have Spotify. All of this will open just from a single tap of the button, which I don't even have to tell you that, even though minuscule, it will greatly improve your productivity. At the heart of this machine, you have an 8-core 10th gen Intel Core i9. And sadly, it's not even Intel's latest 11th gen CPU, and what makes it even worse, it is not AMD's latest CPU. I mean, the 5900 that can be found in the ASUS Zephyrus Duo, that thing is a powerhouse. Comment down below if you think ASUS might refresh this model with an AMD CPU. Now onto the GPU, which is the one and only reason I'm assuming you clicked on this video. I mean, this thing is awesome. It is the 8GB RTX 3070, which we all know introduces a second generation RTX architecture with GPU accelerated ray tracing, AI, and video encoding. So the gaming experience on this device should be phenomenal. Now, I've searched the ASUS site and the spec sheet does not mention what the refresh rate is of that 4K panel. But it's 4K, it is ultra high definition, so let's assume that it is a 60Hz panel. And with your games set to high or ultra and that RTX 3070 at your side, you should be able to get a pretty decent frame rate from 50 to 60 to even 70 frames per second. And at ultra high settings, that is a fantastic gameplay. That's all I could ask for at least. With all these powerful components encased in a relatively small, compact enclosure, I mean, this thing is not chunky to say the least, you need an adequate cooling solution. And thanks to that screen popping up, you got, according to ASUS, 36% more airflow. And with them applying a liquid metal thermal compound to both the CPU and GPU, I mean, basically all your hardware should be adequately cooled. There should be no thermal throttling in the future. So when you sustain your workload, you should be able to fully utilize the CPU and GPU without the risk of overheating. Port selection on this device is pretty standard. You got your one HDMI, your one USB Type A, and two USB Type C Thunderbolt 3 with power delivery and DisplayPort functionality. Now, if you want to utilize the charging via the USB-C, I would suggest you do it while this thing is powered off to see even a remote chance that this thing has gained 1% in battery life. And speaking of power, let's get onto the battery. Now the battery in here is 92 watt hours, but before you get excited thinking you can use this thing the whole day, don't forget, it's got two 4K panels and pretty beefy internals that like to chow down on the power. So even if you were to disable that secondary display, you maybe see 10, 15, 20% increase in usage, but not that much. So don't expect to go anywhere without a proper charging solution. You're gonna need your charger. There's no doubt about it. You're gonna need your charger to use this thing the whole day when you're out and about. So who's this laptop aimed at? Well, it's obviously aimed at the creator. And I guess you can say the gamer, but I'm both a creator and a gamer, and I would not go for this machine. Between you and me, I would rather go for the ASUS Zephyrus Duo. I mean, that thing comes with the latest AMD CPU, RTX 3080. It also has a 120Hz 4K panel with the option of changing it to a 300Hz 1080p panel. Yeah, no, I'd rather go for the ASUS Zephyrus Duo. So let me know in the comments, would you rather go for this machine or the ASUS Zephyrus Duo? let me know. So yeah, that's the end of my video. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, you can hit that other button I know is working, and subscribe to my channel for more. So until next time guys, see ya.